It's there! Holy moly, this one's gonna go big!
Hello and welcome back to the channel. Just a relatively quick video, by my standards at least for this one. We're going to have a look at this machine here, which is called Iceberger by Maygay, the layout for which has been released in the last couple of days over at Degsy, which is a sub-site of Desert Island Fruits by Pook, you can see there. So we are using this layout, Pook's layout here for this video. So as ever, thank you very much to Pook for this. And what we've got on this machine is it's a RIP, I guess is probably the best way to describe it. There was a theory it was an emptier to start with, but a couple of the folks over at Desert Island Fruits have been playing around with it, and they've come to the conclusion it's not an empty. So it was first mentioned that there might be something on it. You see here, Dugster here saying, looks to be a very early ROM. I definitely heard a tale of an emptier for this game. Couldn't remember what it was at all. He was then prompted by Logopolis here. I think it was something to do with the below zero feature. And with that little bit of a prod there, Dugster then went ahead and worked it out. So basically what you do, the machine has to be at a certain level of happiness. This is why, by the way, it became apparent that it isn't an empty. Once those two guys there kicked it about a bit, it became clear it wasn't an empty, and this was just a way of getting jackpots out of the machine before it wanted to pay a jackpot. So in the simplest possible terms, what you need to do, get a win. Every time you gamble a win, you get a dapple on this feature matrix here. You need to get up to the below zero feature there, and below zero you can, it's like a rip on that feature which will give a super jackpot, and it will do that before it would pay a jackpot naturally. So there you go, buzz the machine up and play for below zero, which is a follow me type feature. Let the timer go all the way to zero and press nothing. Normally this will cause the machine to give you a £1 consolation win. Immediately after the timer hits zero and before it pays the £1, start mashing the buttons. It will say, oops, wrong one, and just pay you the super jackpot. The win is not compensated, so the machine stays buzzed up and you can repeat the process until empty. However, like I said, Logopolis and Dugster there started going into it a little bit deeper, and it turns out the machine does compensate for it. It isn't a free win, and if you do it, depends how happy the machine is when you start playing it. You might get 2 or 3 out of it, but it will start to tighten up, and it seems as if the £5 block does need to be off for this to work. So we're going to have a go at it in this video here, see how we get on. It does seem to be an early ROM here. Dugster there had a look in the ROM itself. We've even got a date on it as well, 2nd of July 2002, so it's over 18 years old, this ROM, and you can see the text in there, initial primary test release. Overrides all, I guess that would say overrides all previously released versions. So thank you to Pook for this layout, and of course thank you to Wizard for the emulator so we can play it, and also to Dugster and Logopolis here for working this out between them. By all accounts, anecdotally, it doesn't seem to have been a particularly common machine, this one. I certainly never saw a real one of these around here. I think it's widely sort of accepted that by the £25 era, Maygay had pretty much lost the plot, and indeed were on the way out at that point. I think they got bought up by the Barcrest group. I think the name Maygay lived on, but I think they were bought out in the £25 jackpot era. So let's have a go at this method. Let's see if we can do it. Now, the best way to do it, it seems, is to try and start off with a low down win. Try and start off with cherries or mixed bars, because that gives you more gambles on the ladder. And every single time you get a gamble on the ladder, you get a dapple here. And you want to get the arrows to take you up as soon as possible. It's actually got some reasonable little samples, in fairness. heard worse sounding fruit machines, I think it's fair to say. So let's have some gambles here. Now we've got one step there. And what we really want to do, so if we step up there, it'll go to an 11. So we'll do that. We can take... Oh, see now, the problem with 240 is it will start us up a level, but it just seems to me... So we'll use a shuffle there. There's 120. Well, how far away are cherries? Oh, there we are. So if we go lower than a 9... I think we've got 3 nudges now. So if you press auto nudge, it'll nudge in the highest win. But if we collect them... There we are, so if we collect them, we can manually nudge in the cherries. And then what happens now is every time we have a gamble, we get a dapple, and we need to get a little bit lucky and hit the arrows. There's no real way you can influence it. Even the bonus is pretty crap, to be honest. There's no way to go up a level or anything like that. Well, that's a good first shot, though. So we've got a bonus here, but none of them really help you. It's a reasonable little sample package. Extra life is useful, though. Dirty bastard. That didn't last very long, did it? So it's kind of in the lap of the gods a little bit, this bit now. Oh, boost. Now we definitely... Oh, that's the worst thing that could have possibly happened. That's really fucked us now. It does block at a $5, by the way. It put us through that. All these gambles are a bit sketchy, and it does block like a bastard from £10 to £25. Like that. So the block is off. Certainly it looks as if the block from a $5 needs to be off. When it's absolutely on its arse, it'll start doing £2 block boards. And when it's in that state, you are not going to get it up to below 0. So we do need to get the machine to a certain level of happiness. And it's certainly there now because it let us gamble up to a £10. One story over at Desert Island Fruit, someone said that he found this in a pub that had 3 in it. He was able to go around 3 times and take 3 jackpots out of it. At which point the landlord told him to leave. But it isn't an empty. It's a little bit like kind of similar theory, principle maybe to an alien. You know, with an alien, it could have 1 in it, it could have 2 in it. On a really good day, it could have 3 in it, that kind of thing. So, rumoured to be an empty, or thought of to be an empty, but having those 2 guys there, having put some time into it in the emulator, have come to the conclusion it is not an emulator, not an emptier even. And I would agree with that. I had a little play around with this, and it does clam up. Is that going to go up to 2 again? It does. See now that... I mean, what I'll show you here is if you're nudging 240, it will start us higher up. It'll probably start us on the 2nd level. You can see there, but we've already lost there 1, 2, 4 potential gambles, and we're only on the 2nd level. That's the problem with that. So you do seem that the lower down, but you still got to be a little bit lucky on these. Though that's good. That could still do it. Well, there's nothing else we can do here. We've got to go higher than the 4. There we are. That's it. That's the feature. So you can see here, it certainly let us up to a gamble, let us up to tenner, but then lost the gamble to a jackpot. So what we do now is we collect this, and then we let it time out, and then before it awards you the quid, you've got to smash the buttons. So there, I'm smashing all the buttons there. Oh, I was too... What? How did I... Well, there's a good... I was actually a little... Well, that's probably not a bad... that just shows you how tight the timing is. I was just a little bit too slow there in mashing the buttons, and it gave me the £1 consolation prize for missing it completely. So... Okay, we'll go with that. It demonstrates what happens if you miss it. And you can also see there that you don't get long. And it's in between the timer running out and it awarding you that £1 consolation prize is when you've actually... There should be a quid on there. Should there? One... Oh, fucking hell, it's miles off. No, let's have a... I think we'll have a shuffle there. Oh, God, it's 5 nudges away, is that? Yeah, there we are. So we'll auto nudge that. If you're on a shit number, it'll spin anyway when you go over to the win side. So that steps up to an 11, a 6. I've learned that one. Oh, because we're getting some good hits on the arrows here. That's good. If it really fucks you off, you get too far up the ladder. Come on. Well, it's got to go up there. Yes, right. Now, let's not balls it up this time. So you can see there, we're only on a £4 cash win. Right, and this time, I'll not stuff it up. So as soon as that timer runs out, we want to be mashing the buttons. So we'll just wait for it to time out. Oops, well, that's it. There's some really... That's a rip-off of Under Pressure, isn't it? And another one was a rip-off of, what's it called? Hand in Pocket? Brass in Pocket or something? They're all kind of slight riffs on, on well-known tunes, aren't they? So let's collect our 25 quid out. The only buttons that I was pressing there, by the way, were just hold 1, 2, 3 and start. If you, I don't know which specific buttons, if any, you are supposed to mash, but I had good success with just 1, 2, 3 and space. That would be, of course, in the emulator. So let's just see if we can get another one out of it. It will start to lose on all kinds of good numbers when the mood takes it. See, now that's going to be, it'll probably start us here. But we're in, of course, we're straight into, we'll have a shuffle on that. Can we get, in an ideal world, we'd have cherries. It's surprisingly difficult to get cherries on this. There's 120, shall we go for that? Let's start on 120. Lucky 7, well, I think we'd better step down to a 12. We'll do that, we'll use the step. We've got a lucky 7. I think that king size thing, which I think that's a super feature. We need to be hitting the arrows here. Come on. We're running out of respin. What fucking use is that? Well, we're in trouble. Yeah, that's the. Of course, it was going to block that gamble there. We'll see if we can just take another one out of it. I was playing it before, and I took the as downloaded. It was in a fairly good mood, so you will get. I mean, it was kind of happy to just gamble the jackpot straight out as downloaded. So I've kind of played it down to a bit more of a sane state. It feels to me like this was one of the machines I suspect that if you had one back in the day, it'd kind of go into a similar category as. Oh, that was a good one. Oh, right, okay, it's one of these. You know what? I didn't realise I've not seen that bonus before. I didn't even see where the 5 was. And yeah, sorry, I didn't actually realise that was going to be a follow me type feature. It feels to me like the kind of machine that you would probably visit. Once you got the timing right with it, you would probably visit every 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, or however long it needed to be, and then you just hit it for a quick jackpot when you thought it would be ready. A bit like a Mortal Wombat would be one that you'd do that with. Certainly when I had a Mortal Wombat locally, that was one that I got the timing down on and just visited it every few days. So you can see here it has, I'm not quite sure what the optimal way to hold is on this. And you can see there, we're actually down again now. We've put 30 quid in. I'm not sure if it's worth holding that one even. And we've had 26 quid out, so we do need another jackpot at this point just to get into positive territory. And as you can see here, it's absolutely not a free win. It's not an empty. It does clamp right down once you've had a couple out of it. And it doesn't like it very much, and it will take it back. There's no planet on which that this is. Certainly on this ROM set, this is a free win or an empty. Certainly not doing this method and looking at that code in the ROMs there. Look how much, you can see how much it's wanting just to get on the board here. Just really playing, God almighty. How much has it wanted here just to get on the board? Fucking hell. Shall we go for a 3 holds on cherries? Is that too ambitious even? Oh, do it again. This is... Come on. No, won't even give me 3 holds on cherries. Well, let's see. This seems to... Oh, 1 plus 4 is 5. We'll have 5. See, we've got... we could go for that. We could. Shall we see if it'll be in a good mood with us? Oh, it has hit the arrow. We'll do the step up to an 11. Just need a little bit of luck with the arrows here. Come on. Oh, well, we've got to go 9 real blasts, of course. So that's going to max out at... strawberries is the best there. Oh, you fudger. Well, we're going to have to go for the gamble. Well, so, I think I would bet £1 to a penny that gamble is going to lose, but it will get a jackpot off this. So you see that, okay, it's £10 happy. Well, shall we do it? We know that that's a jackpot. We know that below 0 is a jackpot. Let's just see if it'll kill us on that gamble. And it did. So you saw there, it wasn't prepared to gamble from 10 to 25, but below 0 would have given us a jackpot there. So that's where we're at with this one. I did that quite deliberately there because it's a really, really easy rip. There's not much to it. There's not kind of the elegance of getting an alien set up or something like that. It's a really, really easy rip. So that just goes to show you there that you will get a jackpot off below 0 before it will let you gamble it out. And you do need to, from what was said over at Desert Island Fruits and from my own experience with it when I was trying it out before, it won't seem to do it before you. It's got to be prepared to get past the £5 block, but it certainly doesn't need to be at the jackpot either. So let's just try it with cherries. That starts us straight down at the bottom there. Respin. Fucking nose. There we are. Hitting those arrows early on is what we need to be doing. And if you look at the bonuses there, you can see even with the bonuses, there's no like advancer level or skill shot on the... oh, that's looking good. Come on, that's got to do it, surely. Yes, right. Okay, so we'll collect the igloo now, so we know what we're doing. And then as soon as that time has run out, I'm going to start mashing 1, 2, 3 in space. There. Oops, wrong one. Once you see oops, wrong one, that's when it does that. There we are. So, and let's just see. We'll just go round one more time, just to see if it's really wanting to start to tighten up with us now. I mean, it's a fairly simple one. I mean, I'm not trying to oversell it. You can see it is a fairly simple little one, but was a real one. Oh shit! Sorry, I could have held the 2 numbers there. A little bit too hasty. So we'll collect our 25 quid out. There we are. And let's just see. It should be starting to tighten up now. Ooh, that's good. What's our hold there for cherry? Oh, that's good. That's a cherry's hold. So that's one where we've been doing okay with going in with the melons, to be honest, haven't we? But we'll try it like this. Oh, that's a nice little start, isn't it? Oh, this is looking good. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Fuck me, there's a quick one. That's fine, isn't it? Don't mind if I do. A nice little rip there. So we'll have another one. Nice quick repeat there, isn't it? Well, not repeat, but not right. We'll do it. Now, in we go, in we go. Oops, wrong one. Super jackpot. Never seems to repeat, by the way. Well, that was quite good, wasn't it? I mean, this is... Ooh, nudges again. Could have possibly held the reels a bit better there, to be honest. We'll step up to an 11. Ooh, nothing on. We could try a shuffle. Oh, why is there nothing on there? Shuffle, it's just not giving... How is there not even mixed bars there? There we are, we'll go for that. I think it is tightening up a little bit, but then again, it surprised me on the last one. No, well that didn't want to go past £2 there, did it? And I guess as with machines like this, where they are rips and the wins are accounted for, you know, you've got to choose the point at which say, okay, that's enough. So I mean, let's have a look at our per session stats there. So let's go to our profit plus loss. Let's just let it count that up. So there we are, that's £28 profit. So on a real machine, we could walk now at £29 profit. I suspect that's probably what you'd do. But shall we, for the sake of the video, if this was the real machine, and bearing in mind it did just kill me on a £2 gamble, let's just see how much it costs us for the next one. So we were at £28 profit. Let's see if it gets any better than that, or if that was indeed as good as it was going to get on this session. So remember, we had £28 as our profit. Personally, my judgment would have been to leave it at that point. If it was a real machine, I'd take 20 quid. I mean, I was only 15 minutes play, 28 quid profit. You'd say that's okay. And it did want to kill us on a £2 to a £2.40 gamble there, didn't it? Oh, there we are. We are back in. Okay, 240. Oh my god! So you see there, that was a nasty little gamble. It does seem to have clammed right up on the gamble, doesn't it? I think Dugster and Logopolis were saying you can get it blocking at £2. If you really kind of spanner it as much as you possibly can, it will just start blocking at £2. What is it worth holding then? Just fuck you around with the numbers here. I mean, 3 holders hardly seems worth going for, but can really make it hard work to get on the board if it wants to, as we can see here. Lemon. Shall we give him a hold? It can't. Find out. Nah. Does look like, particularly because we got those 2 jackpots in quick succession there, that really does seem to... Okay, so where's the... Oh, Cherry's right there. Okay, so that's, we only need to win 1 gamble to get... yeah, that's put us in. There's our cherries. Ooh, so we'll step up to an 11. Oh dear, this doesn't look promising. Come on. Yo, look at that. Lower than an 11 on £2 on it. So I think you can see, folks, that as has already been established, it's not an empty, and you can see here this machine is really clamped up now. What I'm going to do is I will play it out to another jackpot just for the sake of interest. Let's see how much it wants to go again. That's fine. We'll auto nudge our cherries in. Give us a bonus number. Ooh, and then we can step up to an 11. Okay, we're at £2. Fuck me, that does look like it's blocking at £2 now. So maybe that was your indicator on the real machine. You can see it pretty clearly here. It's not gambling past £2, so, and though we had that loss from £2.40 to £3, so... My feeling is that if you came up to the real thing, you'd play it out for a board or 2, and if it was obviously playing as this one is here, you'd kind of take the message that somebody had already paid it a visit. I mean, it's taken, you can see here, just look up at the top of the screen, you can see it's had most of that £28 back off me. So... most certainly not an emulator. I've just said emulator again. Fuck off, actually. Most definitely not an emptier. It reminds me a little bit. It does remind me of Mortal Kombat in how it feels, in that this would be a machine that if you had one, you'd try and keep on top of it. You'd pay a periodic visit to, and just make sure that it was you taking those jackpots out. This is really playing rotten now, isn't it? I think that quick jackpot that we got there in particular really seems to have upset it, doesn't it? Ooh! What was that? Was that gamble for strawberries? Jesus, why did it even lose that? 1, 2, 3. Did it not even want me to get a gamble for fucking melons there? Okay, well, let's try that. Well, for the sake of that, let's step down, because it can't lose then, can it? Because it can't lose a gamble on the 1. Okay, so it is... Oh, so yeah, it looks like there is a block at... It feels to me like there's actually a block at £2. When it's proper on its arse, it'll block at £2. And then it'll start to kind of unlock upwards from there. But it didn't look like it was... Certainly didn't look like it was prepared to go through a £5 there. If you look at my profit loss now, you can see it's had all of that £28 back from me, and I'm back into loss now. So that would tell you that the very much part of the trick on this is knowing when to leave it, or knowing when to walk away. We'll let that one spin, see if we can maybe get... oh, okay, we're not a million miles off the melons. I can't get a no-lose gamble. We'll have to... Oh, there we are. Well, we'll do it. Sometimes you get... Let's see, now it's fucked us there. No, that was a bad choice, Degsy. We shouldn't have done that one. Well, okay, that's gone through a £5 now, so... Oh, well, it's fucked us there. I can't imagine it's going to win this gamble, but... Nah, okay, so... That was what Dugster and Logopolis concluded between them. Once it started doing that, once it was gambling through a £5, you would be a... sorry, step up, was it? Once it's gambling through a £5, it should allow you to get to below 0. So we might just get another cheeky one out of it here. Oh, I see. It really used those gambles there, didn't it? Extra life. Doesn't like you having the life, does it? Oh, fuck off. Dirty twat. So I have turned. I mean, obviously it's going to go again, but I've turned a £28 profit into something rather less than that, haven't I? Shall we have a shuffle? How far away are melons? Let's have a shuffle. We can step up to... I'll try another shuffle there, see if we can just get something. There we are, that'll do. Cherries. Let's see if we can go with that. That's a good start. Oh, hit that arrow, will you? Yes, good, good, good. Come on. Good, good, good. We might get it here. Oh, he's gone up. Oh! Just went straight to the top. Well, that's a mega streak. That's like a £25 mega streak. Shall we have it? Well, that was a bit of a weird one, wasn't it? It just decided to avoid it completely and go up to the top feature. Slightly strange behaviour there. Oh! £10? So there, I thought... Oh, you know, I've only had that a couple of times. And both... Right, okay. So that is not a jackpot feature. That can be a £10 feature. You saw it there. Right, okay then. So it kind of... yeah, it fucked us there, didn't it? By boosting past below 0. It actually stuffed us there, didn't it? Dirty fucker. Well, that was... Should I have gambled on that? There we are. Right. Oh, well, there you go. Lesson learned. I thought that's really, really, for a top feature, that is shocking. Oh, I pressed I for igloo then. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button on my keyboard. Well done, Degsy. You're a pro. Well, lesson learned there, folks. Iceburger can just be a tenner. And I've really fucked it there by collecting... I collected a feature there. Unfortunately, the U and I keys are next to each other. And I pressed I there, which collected the igloo feature. I is for igloo next to U, which is for, of course, step up. Well, shall we see if we can... Oh. I've probably really upset it now as well. So that was an interesting one. Imagine if the real machine did that to you. There was not short of plugging it. I think because didn't it hit the arrow and then it just hit the arrow again? Oh, you didn't have to collect it. That was the thing. You don't have to collect Iceberger. You do have the option to carry on high-lowing up. So I guess that would be the thing to do. Just carry on going up the high-low gamble and don't collect Iceberger, because it is not, as we saw there, as I had mistakenly thought it was, a jackpot feature. So you don't have to collect Iceberger, and going off its performance there, the couple of times I've had it previously, it went for 25 quid both times, and I sort of thought it was a jackpot feature, but it isn't. So there are a few little things that can go wrong with this, particularly if you're a numpty like old Degsy here. But I can certainly, based off what I've seen here, and based on what on previous play and what's been said over at Desert Island Fruits, this would certainly be an earner. I think you would put this in your earner category, and you'd pay it a visit rather than leaving it for too long. I think this, for me personally, I could be calling this wrong, but for me personally, this would be one that you'd keep on top of. I don't want to hold that, do I? This would be one that you keep on top of and visit on a reasonably regular basis. Why am I not getting any wins here? Do I want to shuffle that? It can be a real arsehole on these when it wants to. Are we going to get anything here? Does it just shuffle? There we are. Well, fuck me, make it hard work to get a win. It's a good start. King size there, which I think means super feature, but we don't care. Oh dear, now it's mugging us off for the out. Come on, come on. It's got to happen in the next couple of gambles, folks. Bollocks. And it wasn't prepared to gamble through a fiver. And that did for us there. It does seem like it needs to be able to go through a fiver. Oh, the cherries there. One gamble away for cherries. Let's try that. And it'll give us a bonus number. And we just need some... Oh, there we are. Loves that 6. Step up to an 11. There we are. That's good. Hit an arrow. Hit... Oh, fudge. Well, definitely one that you would want to catch right as well. You can see how it can go. Look at that. I've turned a £28 profit into a £10 loss. So even if I get another jackpot here, I'm not going to be looking too clever. I will just take... I just want to get one more jackpot out of it now. That's a good hold, isn't it? Shall we let that one spin? 240. It can go either way, can't it? I think you're better off. On balance, I think you're better off starting down low. So let's collect that. And just see if we can get a good start with the arrows. Which we're not getting a good start on the arrows. There's that fucking 6 again. No, it's taken too many gambles here. It's taken too many extra life. I wonder if it'll take it off me straight away. Just let me keep the life. Oh, there it goes. I don't think... Are we going to lose this gamble from 5 to 7? No, we're not. So as you can see, you do need a little bit of luck, really, to get those shots. And there's just nothing you can do to manipulate them, really. Bonus is useful. Doesn't seem to be anything that you can do in terms of kind of getting it set up or anything like that. Shall we have a shuffle there? I should probably be paying more attention. 240. Shall we try and start it at melons? See what it does. We really need to hit yeah, it doesn't work as well, does it? Because straight away, you can see here, straight away we're running out of options here. It wasn't prepared. It's possible it's got an individual block on all of those gambles above a 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 10 and 10 to 25. But it's certainly making heavy weather here. There are red box features, by the way. You can see the red boxes on the reels. I don't know if any... I guess they're probably all the usual, you know, £5, £10. Don't know if any of them are jackpot capable, but it's not what you're playing for on this end. God, come on. Well, definitely the thing to do, and what I would have done on the real one was walk when we were £28 up. And we've had ample evidence since that would have been entirely the correct thing to do. Fucking me. This would be a harsh... If somebody had extracted all the value from this, it would be a harsh machine to come to, wouldn't it? Was that the best thing to do there? Yeah, there's definitely cherries there. That's fine. We'll collect that. That's a good start. That's a good... Right, this should be it then, surely. Come on. Don't be a twat now. No, not interested. Come on. There, and we don't want it to boost past. Oh, you fucker! What a... So it... Oh, utter cockwomble. It can... So you, it's got a little dirty trick about it there, hasn't it? Look at that, £22 down now from £28 up. That's a switcheroo of 50 quid there. I'm just being bloody minded at this point to take another jackpot out of it. Well, there's that 6. And it's not making... Come on. Look at that, every single shot on the bottom level. Oh, this is awful. Nah, that was just a dead loss. You can see there, that was a complete dead loss, that one. I am purely now. This is. I'm not showing you anything at this point. I'm determined to get another jackpot out of the fucker. Come on. And again, I'll do a shuffle there in case he doesn't want me to have. Oh, I went. Degsy pressed the wrong button. Sorry. Put another 3 quid in. Bonus stopper. Okay, how far away, cherries? What the fuck was... Oh, sorry, of course. Although I couldn't have shuffled on one nudge either. It really stitched me up there, didn't it? Because the jackpot was 2 nudges away, but if you shuffle on one nudge, then you've got no nudges left. Oh, right, so now I know what I'm doing on this one. I can actually follow the 5. I've got it. I think I've got it anyway. Left for 5. Yes, there we are. Mixties. Have we got cherries up there as well? No, cherries are miles off. We'll go for mixties. There we are. Arrow. Come on, we need to hit another arrow. You see, it's on these bottom 2 levels here. There we are. That you really need to be hitting the arrow. Come on, go up, go up. Fuck. He's got to hit it now. Oh, we got the step. Sorry, we got the right. Come on. Fucker. 9 real, but well, what are you going to do? Gamble for the jackpot. And it's not stay there. It's still not prepared. It's still blocking there from 10 to jackpot. So we have seen there after some easy jackpots early on. Right, fuck, it's got to be it. It's all there apart from the jackpot, so... There we are, nice early arrow. Come on, hit another arrow. Yes, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Yes, right, okay. Well, it should win this one. Right, okay, so... God, it's... We know what we're doing, so let me just get this right. You've got to be super quick, as you saw on the first one where I missed it. You've got to be super quick. As soon as that timer runs out, there we are. Any chance of repeat? Of course there's no chance of repeat. By the time I've collected that out, I'm still going to be down. Is it going to put... Well, you never know. Maybe we'll get lucky. We'll just have this board. 2 quid is no good. Is cherries on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for cherries. Right, we'll collect that. So there you go. I am actually still down. By the time that is collected, I'm still going to be a few quid down. God almighty, that actually went on a bit longer than I was expecting. So there you are. It's a rip. It's not an empty. We've got a nice early ROM there by all accounts. You can have a go with that for yourself. Basically, below zero. It'll offer you below zero before it'll give you a natural jackpot, and you can see there how you get the little, how you get the rip off it. You just wait until that timer expires and just bash holds 1, 2 and 3 and the start button. You get that oops wrong one, and it'll then give you a super jackpot, which never seems to, even when the machine was super happy as, it was pretty happy as downloaded, it didn't seem to want to repeat. And watch out for the iceberger feature, as we saw there. That can block at a tenner. So I'm sure a few of you guys actually had these around. Maybe you made a bit of money out of these back in the day. I've never seen a real one. I think Maygay were pretty much a spent force by the £25 era. There weren't many of their machines out and about around here, that's for sure. But there you go, just a quick look at a rip on an old machine there, harking back to 2002. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I'll catch up with you next time. But for now, as ever, it is goodbye.